All right, guys, welcome in. Let me make sure I get everything off here. Doing something a little different tonight. Anyway, I'm not going to be this is going to be really short. I'm actually trying to film the Mars and the Pleiadians or whatever it is, Pleiades. I'm kind of remote connected into the computer upstairs here. Let's see if I can show you what I'm working on here. Yeah, we'll be back on the news, man. When the skies were finally clear, so I'm like, man, I'm gonna try to do a little photo shoot thing here. So I got Mars, and then I got the Pleiades right here. With the very first picture I took, I had this streak going across it, some kind of plane or something going through there. I'm taking 1 minute exposures, and then I haven't done any of the dark frames or nothing like that. And right now, this is what it's looking like so far. So I've only took 62 pictures, and I'm kind of blowing Mars out. I think once I take the dark frames and the light frames, it's going to come out really, really good. So right now I got that going upstairs. Let me see how many pictures I got left here to go. So right now it's took 113 pictures. So I still got like 90 pictures left. I'm not using a telescope or nothing. It's just my camera, and it's mounted to the telescope, but it's just with the factory lens. I don't know what the size of the lens is or nothing, but I'm taking 60-second exposures. I got the ISOs at 1600, and I'm going to try to take 200 of them, and then you put the lens cap on so it's all black, and you shoot like 20 pictures at the same 60-second exposures, and then you'll take then you put the cover on it and make sure it's all blacked out, and then you take like on the fastest speed it'll go for the bias, and then I'll do what's called flat frames, and I'll put like a piece of white paper over it with a light behind it, and that's gonna like really clear this thing up. That's not a bad picture right now for just a few 60 of them. Anyway, that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah, it's kind of Mars is kind of blowed out, so hopefully the other frames will take that and fix it up. That's what I'm doing tonight. I was taking a break from the news for a night, getting back to the sky. Why it's clear, man. We never get clear skies anymore. And there was an article I did want to go over, but here, let me move this back over. Yeah, that shows the camera I'm using. Let me get that out of the way. I'm just kind of making sure watching it from down here, making sure the battery don't go dead. Pretty soon it's going to start hitting the side of the wall of the house. So then that's when I'm going to start taking the dark frames. But the stupid mainstream article here, let's see if I can reload it. The Weather Service and the Washington Post, man, they're lying so big time right here. Weather Service accidentally triggers tornado warning in multiple states under clear skies. National Weather Service tornado warning is issued in the area until 10:15 a.m. Take shelter now. But see, the Washington Post is saying this like nobody knew about it, man. They were talking about this on all the local weather stations, like back on Saturday, that they were going to do this test. And the Washington Post is completely lying about it right here. They spammed it on all the news stations, saying there was flying debris. You know, these people were saying there's flying debris and all that. But what happened is a bunch of them didn't even work. That's what the real story is. The tornado warnings that were supposed to go off, like most of them didn't even go off. Like there was a bunch in Kansas, some in Missouri. But anyway, the mainstream, man, they lie about everything, man. It's unbelievable. If you weren't with us last night, I still haven't figured out what the heck this thing was that flew across all the way down from Iowa down to Missouri. And then we caught it on the IR. I think this is the one. Yeah, that flash right here. Some kind of beam technology, like burnt the atmosphere. It's weird. It didn't come up in any other layers but these two. On the ram slider, you got like a smoke plume coming down. But it's like just within one quick little shot right there. It's pretty freaky. And the other stories we'll get into tomorrow night. New study finds atmospheric rivers increase snow mass in the West Antarctica. We'll get into that tomorrow. Soldiers at the Capitol are sick after being they're sick after they gave them undercooked food and meals with metal shavings in it. We got China massively expanding their weather modification. And I think I did find where this chunk of ice is coming off, I think, on the worldview. I got it marked. Like I said, I'll get into all this tomorrow night. I was just taking a little break. Want to do a little astro stuff tonight. I got a mark down here where I think this is it. There's actually like two chunks. Let me take that off for now, and then we'll check the different layers. So you can see this chunk here used to go in there. Like this is a pretty good sized chunk. But I think this slab right here is coming off. That's a little bit smaller than the A68 was. And I'm pretty sure that's the one that they're talking about. But I'm not 100% yet. But that's the only part I found that is in the same area. They really don't hardly have any place marks down here at all. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this big old hunk right here is it. Anyway, we'll like I said, we'll get into all that stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna work on my pictures for a little while. I mean, I gotta get to bed here pretty quick too. And then tomorrow night, hopefully I'll be able to show you a kick butt picture. I mean, isn't that freaky? Look at all them damn stars up there. That's insane, man. That's like an hour photo right there. 60 frames, 62 frames. But then once I do the other shots, it'll take away any of the hot pixels and some of the kind of grainy look to it. It'll look way better than this. So that's pretty freaky, man. That's nothing like some of my close-ups that I do. If I can find one here, I'll show you what it looks like going through the telescope. So this picture here is no telescope. That's just the camera. And then when I go, if I can find some here, if I do one like close up of it, I really haven't got like really, really good ones of Pleiades yet, or I don't even know how to pronounce that thing. I opened up the raw file. So here's what it looks like in the big telescope. And let me see if it tells me how long this picture was. So that's like a close-up of it. You can see the cloud, all the clouds around the Pleiades. And what's another one I took? Like if you take like a 3-minute exposure, like here's like a 3 minutes all blowed out, but that's the whirlpool guy. Look at all them damn stars up there, man. That's insane. if you live in a city, man, you can't really see that many with your eyes, and unless you were like down in the Arctic or something. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stars up there. Anyway, hopefully I'll have a really good picture. Hopefully I get the bars part, like it's kind of blowing out. It's like real blowed out right now. So hopefully I can get enough pictures that'll look a lot clear. And this will look a lot clear. Yeah, I've never really used my camera without the telescope. I mean, it's so cool to do telescope photos because you're like zoomed in on this stuff. Like, I mean, there's Orion zoomed in pretty good. That's that same area right there. That darker area right there is the where it's actually blue. That when you're shooting in raw files, it's black and white. That actually looks pretty good right there. Can't remember if these are through my these got to be through the little telescope. There's the Ring Nebula. It's not a very good picture of it, but these are just some of the ones I've took. I'm just kind of going through them. Yeah, there's a wild one. Here's a world. What's this one called? The Triangulum Galaxy. It's the first time I ever shot that one. Like when you're trying to find them, they're hard to find because they look just like a blur, like a little blur in the sky. There's a single shot of I can't remember if this is the star Vega or Sirius. Look at that when you zoom in on it. I mean, most people show you the freaky photos on Facebook where they zoom in on something and it looks like it's like underwater, which you are like underwater if you're shooting through the atmospheric river or something. But when you get your camera set right, you take the right exposure and all that stuff, you'll definitely get stuff like this, man. I mean, look at that. That's not a Kimbo. That's just the brightness of the camera sensor, pretty close up of the moon. It's Orion. There's the Whirlpool Galaxy part of a lot of these. I mean, like, I'm not no professional at it. I'm still a rookie at this stuff. It's pretty hard to try to figure out how to do all this stuff unless you're some kind of genius or something. GoPro works good for like time lapses. That's what I take most of my time lapses with. Thought I had some other ones. It's just all the ones you gotta, and then you gotta try to fix the colors and stuff. So that's pretty good. One of the, I can't even remember what that cluster is called. All right, I think that's probably about. Oh, the other ones I haven't showed is there's the Horsehead Nebula. This part of Orion. The three stars of Orion come down. There's two of, or actually it'd be this way. I got a close up of this. It looks like the Tree of Life or something. It's called the Flame Nebula. I know I got some better picture. Here's a better picture. You can see the horse's head. And there's the bottom star of Orion. And then you got the Flame Nebula right there. That's pretty freaky. Like this. Oops, I hit the wrong damn thing. Dang it, now I gotta wait for that to. Yeah, this is a program to use. Oh, you probably can't see this. Let me just go ahead and close that. I didn't mean to hit that anyway. So yeah, man, I love filming the sky. Oh, there's a better picture of it. Looks like I fixed the contrast a little bit. But that's what stars look like when you look, pretty close and you got millions of stars around the stars. That's why I say I don't need NASA. I can do it myself. This is the Whirlpool Galaxy. Not a very clear one, but yeah, there's a good one. Then you got the small galaxy above the Whirlpool. I mean, this is freaky, man. This is up in the sky. And that's why it drives me nuts. People don't look up, man. Man can't fabricate this stuff. It's not an illusion, man. It's up there. You got the camera stuff to learn about it. You know, you're supposed to look up at the sky. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, just gonna jump. That's all pretty much I was gonna get into, is just show you guys that, show you what I'm doing tonight. There's another close up of the flame nebula. It didn't stack the pictures very good. That's why the dark lines are in there. That's pretty freaky in itself. Wow, when you look at that bottom star, there's actually another star real close to it. That's all part of Orion's nebula, the constellation Orion. And of course, a big picture of the Whirlpool galaxy. That looks like that might have been Mars right there. I can't remember if this is M42. It's just a cluster of stars. It don't look like I had the camera set very good. But yeah, man, I get a lot of enjoyment of trying to film that stuff up there. And it's pretty damn challenging to do it. But if you don't like the sky, man, you're missing out if you don't take advantage of the clear skies. I mean, all you need is any kind of camera. Point and shoot. Just like the longer exposures, you know, the better. And that's why I'm taking, you know, I'm trying to take a couple of hours worth of photos. And then you can stack all the good ones together. Here's our picture for tonight so far. And you can put them all together and make it look really good. And right now, so I still got about, man, I don't see the side of the house yet, but it's going to start showing up. Like I can zoom in. This is, I think it might take it a minute because I'm using that team viewer to zoom in on this stuff. See how I do that easier. Let's do the scroll. See if I can get down to Mars a little bit. And then maybe tomorrow night, I'll take the big telescope and hook up to Mars and get some close-ups of Mars. I have filmed the polar caps and stuff on Mars. And I don't even know if I got my Mars pictures on here from a couple, you know, back in last summer. Yeah, I don't even know if I got any of that stuff on this. It may all be up on my laptop. I should have one on my Facebook, maybe. Like I haven't done the planets in a long time. Just see if I do got a semi-decent picture of Mars here. Yeah, here's one. All right, so here's Mars that I took. You can see the ice cap. See the ice cap in the dark, a little bit of dark on there. I can't make it bigger on here, I don't think. So there's one picture of Mars I've took. That's with a 5 megapixel camera, like a web camera. Here's Jupiter. You can see one of the moons right there, and there's a shadow of a moon right by the red spot. I haven't even got to film Jupiter this year. And I've got Saturn. That's not a very good one. I got a better one of Saturn, I'm sure. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be working on tonight, working on the sky pictures tonight. And then tomorrow we'll get back into the news. Yeah, there's my good picture of Saturn. I took this picture back probably in 2016, a Saturn. It's like a 1 minute video is all that is. I should still have the original video of it, and then just doing the stacking where you take all the good frames, get rid of all the blurry frames. Yeah, it was 1,000 frames to get that Saturn right there. So it's not some kind of weird. Here's a couple of my moon pics. Pretty good one of the crater. Look, here's the moon, and there's the shadow on the moon, and the red spot one ain't on the side. If you film like Jupiter through the night, this moon, you can see it go around Jupiter through the night. It'll just keep on. Sometimes it'll disappear back behind it through the night. It's pretty freaky, man. There's another one. Moon's where my mouse is, and there's a shadow of it. There's a red spot right there. There's a shadow of a moon right there. Moon up there. So that's a close-up of the Whirlpool galaxy. Close-up of the moon. So that's some of the pictures I've took. That one I didn't take. That's somebody else. Here's how I had it up in the city. When I lived in the city, this was my observatory right here. The roof rolls off. This folds down. I got a computer set up. This is on, got wheels and tracks. Then it just closes up. Lock it up. And there's this telescope. That's what it used to be like when I lived in the city. Yeah, when you first start, probably Orion's Nebula is probably the best one. Here's a shot of Venus, a bright star you see in the morning. It's a close-up of it. A couple shots of it right here. That's Venus. And then I've shot some of the the sunspots. Here's a big sunspot. There's actually like 3 of them right there, and a couple there, a couple there. Yeah, I take a welding goggle glass and I lay it over the little bitty telescope, and you can pick up these sunspots. In fact, you can do this with just a camcorder. And I might have used a camcorder with this and just put the welding goggle on it. It's been a while since I tried to film the sun. Anyway, I probably need to go up and shoot my the dark frames. I'm not going to be able to stay up, I don't think, for that to shoot another. How many more pictures I got? 133. So I got like 60 more pictures to wait on. I know I can't stay up that long. Hey, takes out there, Super Dave. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go do that tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with the main news, all the good, the bad news, the weather news. Anyway, this is what I'm doing tonight, taking a break. If you got a camera, take a break, and you got clear skies, go out there and take a picture of the star, man. There's a lot of crap up there. And then the stuff you see at night up there will blow your mind too. I can't find the stuff I want to, how to get out of this stuff here. Where's my broadcaster? I can't even get the broadcaster to come up. Yeah, I was gonna, it just takes so long for these. Oh no, there's the trees. All right, I gotta go stop and look. I'm getting trees in there. I just noticed that. So there's trees in the picture. I gotta go stop the telescope. All right, guys, much love. Be safe out there. Armor up. Eyes to the skies. Damn, that sucks. I got trees in there. I'm gonna have to get rid of all the photos with the trees in there. That sucks. All right, guys, much love. Be safe out there.